Day 2. What is going on? I'm ZMOT. That is ZMOT in your creator boost. Now, this account is my closed account, unopposed mode. Whole bunch of details in the cards above if you want some info on that. But this was supposed to be my no instant training account, but that $1.39 for 14 days just could not be passed up. That is such a good deal. Deals like this on the left hand side, that resource bundle, make me think the developers are absolutely clueless, and then they come out with that ultimate bundle that gives you instant training, and it is so good. So that restored my faith in the developers 1000%. Now, this account, I'm doing things a little bit differently. Day 2, things have shifted a little bit. Going all defensive on this one. This is going to be my all defensive account. I'm going to go get those boom cannons next, very likely. Not quite sure. Let me know what you think on that one. Boom cannons on my other account have been doing very, very well. Don't have flares. Now, without flares, it's a little bit annoying / boring, but it's also ridiculously easy to get your chests, because if you force close, like right now, all you need to do right now is we're going to drop this troop here. We're going to go something like this. Going to get those medics out, because medics might be somewhat ever so slightly useful. And then we're going to sneak those heavies in. Then we're just going to wait a couple seconds here. That shock mine's going to get popped. And then we're going to drop all of our troops. And at this point, if you force close, nothing changes. It's the exact attack that would happen otherwise, because we don't have flares, we don't have artillery, we don't have barrage, we don't have critters. Like, we literally have zero control right now. So if you were to force close after dropping all of your troops, the exact same progress happens. So what I've been doing is dropping my troops and then force closing. Now, you do run a little bit of a risk in that, where if you don't get all the engine rooms, you're going to waste 4 minutes of your opponent's time. I have been doing this super cautiously because I have so many defenses. I have literally just been loading up with heavies and medics, and my medics are only tick 1. I realize that medics are not an ideal troop, but with force closing, it guarantees that I'm going to have enough troops to get every single engine room. My times here, as you can see here, we're going to get like 244 is my guess, 245. Not a great time, not a super fast time, but because I've got a whole bunch of defenses there. Oh, managed to beat me with brick and the heavy rush. Nicely done. I've seen a couple people now starting to go back along that left-hand side. I'm finding that people are starting to go counterclockwise. To start with the season, people were going clockwise. Now they figure things out and start to go counterclockwise. So we're going to move a couple mines around a little tiny bit. Not hiding shock mines. Actually, you know what? We're going to hide that one a little bit. The fact that I don't have max level cannons means it's not going to be hidden super duper well, but just trying to combat the obvious plays. Heavy rush beating me. So we're going to try and stop it if we can whatsoever. Now, my mines are not laid out very well. If you watched my first video against, I think it was Alan that had like 3 minutes and 2 seconds, and we had 3 minutes and 7 seconds or something. I literally just went out and copied that base. That is my play anytime I see a base that does not have, like this base, for example, that I have didn't have many defenses, so I went out and copied it because I didn't have many defenses. I have since backfilled, have not followed the metas. Like, I am running probably a 1-day-old meta on a 2-day-old season. Now, speaking of 2-day-old season, 1-day-old season, let me know what you think about this season. Do you like short seasons? Do you like long seasons? The fact that the seasons are shoehorned between Mega Crabs kind of limits the options. I would love, personally, to see like a 2-week season or a 10-day season. I love the short, abbreviated, rushed, just always getting something new. I mean, with this season, it's going to be, you get 13 keys per chest, it's 65 keys to unlock an engine room, so you're looking at, what's that, 5 chests? That is a lot of chests. That is, don't make me do math, what is that, 40 hours? I've just gave up on math at this point. So, again, 40 hours to get an engine room is a long time. Now, I know that towards the end it gets interesting because the long seasons makes people make hard choices Either you win now or you win later, whereas with those abbreviated seasons, basically you can just unlock whatever the heck you want and just go. So definitely a different type of season. I just am not a huge fan of these long seasons. I would, like I said, I would love to see even a weekend season. Like instead of a Mega Crab for a weekend, you have a Warships just absolute crush season. Obviously, the leaderboards would be different. There are certain people who can play a lot over the course of a weekend or the course of a week as opposed to a 28-day season. Let me know in the comments what you think about the different lengths of seasons. Also, let me know if you're starting to hunker down with the standard defensive metas. Now, I only have level 7 level tick, I guess tick 1 Zukas here, so I've been mixing in Zukas on my other account. This troop combo, I gotta say, is not the perfect troop combo. I am well aware of this, but there are some advantages to it, and I'm gonna sneak some heavies up the middle here. That way I can get all of the riflemen up that side. Also, let me know, have you upgraded your medics? Like, it seems like upgrading medics might be a thing. My medics are tick 1. They are being incredibly useful, I'm finding. I hate the fact that I'm using medics on this account, but I mean, it's working. There's, like, I never would have guessed that I'd be using Grenadier, rifle, heavy, and I don't necessarily think that's the best meta that's out there, but for this account, it's working, and it's working fairly well. I'm climbing up, I'm winning more than I'm losing, and that's all you can really hope for in a warship season, I suppose. So let me know if you're using medics, if you've upgraded your medics, if you're just full on in defensive mode, or if you're going to push those extra 40 hours or whatever it is to go towards that 4 engine room level. I've got the beautiful thing that I've got going for me is I got a couple accounts on the go. This one is engine room locked, so I'm just getting all of the engine rooms. If you don't have instant training, this is a pretty good season for you because there are 4 viable troops, I guess 5 viable troops, heavies, Zukas, riflemen, Grenadiers, and then on top of that you can upgrade your medics and you can have enough troops to last for a long time, farm lots and lots of chests. Just be aware that you need to get as many defenses as you possibly can if you don't have instant training, because otherwise you're probably not going to win with your troops running out. So the easiest way to win with mismatched troops, not that I'm showing it in this attack, is simply to get lots and lots of defenses. That way you can deploy the troops like I just did and still pull out. Hey, look at that, we pull out a win. Clearly I spent too much time talking and, oh, you know what? I wonder if they force quit. I think they did. One thing to be aware of, should be a huge point here. You'll notice that I didn't spend a lot of time scouting. I just dropped my troops and went. But my time was 25 seconds faster than theirs. Be aware, people are force quitting, like I talked about, which shows all of the engine rooms exploding, but they don't actually explode until later on. So a little bit confusing there. Don't do any hasty retreats, because if you do the hasty retreat, you can end up losing. So sneaky little trick. I was telling you, for reasons so that you can speed up your attacks and you can get not have to sit here and watch your troops go willy-nilly. You can actually be a little bit nefarious, just to throw an extra fun word that I've only ever read in books, never actually heard spoken out there. You can trick your opponents into thinking that you've had a super fast time when you actually haven't. So when you force quit, it simulates the entire attack at once, meaning that your opponents see their engine rooms explode incredibly quickly, but you don't actually get the faster time. So yes, it looks like things have happened incredibly quickly. It looked like that person had like a 2-minute 40-second time when they actually had a 1-minute 40-second time. So just because someone looks like they beat you on the times doesn't mean they actually did. Also, when you finish before someone doesn't necessarily mean that you've won. All sorts of comments on that still. Season 36, and people still hit my comments and say, I finished before someone and they still won. There's bugs in the game. Nope, you spent 2 seconds scouting, they spent a minute scouting. That's all that is. So just to make things more confusing, now you can force quit and appear to finish quickly when you're actually finishing slowly. So Can't wait for the comments on that one. I guess no one's going to complain that they won when they thought they wouldn't have, though. But still, 2 minutes 30 seconds. LGL, what did you do? They actually had a fast time, so you can't be too sure. I want to see that time I get by LGL, because anytime I see a time that fast, I think people are going to figure that out. Yeah, of course, you're just battle orders zing with Brick and Zukas, and your Zukas managed to stay alive because my mines are poorly placed. Gonna have to move my mines a little bit if that becomes a trend, because that was hurtful. That hurt me deeply. So a couple little details there showing you how to force quit, when to force quit, warning you about force quitters, and letting you know that the tech tree is going to be a gong show. Even look at this, like for the 2 engine room bases, for example, there's going to be mortars, cannons, shock mines, flamethrowers, sniper towers. That isn't so bad, but if you scroll on to 3 engine rooms, we've got 2 more sniper towers or cannons. We've got I haven't seen anyone with boom mines yet, but those will be coming for those of you who are stuck at the 3 engine room level. And for those of you stuck at the 4 engine room level, like look at that, there's more mortars there. Like that's going to be just a bloodbath. Then you go a little bit farther, and there's rocket launchers and CMOs or doom cannons, and then 2 extra rocket launchers. So if you have the patience, or your headquarters 17, you can get those 4 rocket launchers there, plus 2 more rocket launchers up there. And then I believe there are 2 defensive building damage. There's 1 there, and then the next one's a little bit farther. Oh, right there. So the 4 engine room level is going to be a complete and utter blood bath. So I'm hoping to sneak 1 account along further and just keep trying to stay ahead of the defenses. So let me know what you're doing. Hopefully season 36 is going well for you. If you love the long seasons, let me know. If you hate the long seasons, let me know. And if you're indifferent, you guessed it, let me know. Anyways, that is all for me. As per always, use code ZMOT. Hit me up in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all that crud. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZMOT. Peace.